I'm sure you've all heard the expression to take the high road. And we know that there are times in life when we absolutely take the high road. And the best part about taking the high road, there's not a lot of traffic up there. But you have to be able to take the high road with professionalism and class. And that's what we're going to talk about today. It's not just ignoring things, it's taking it with style. So we have 5 tips on taking that high road so that you're doing the right thing, the right reason, in the right way. And the first step is really an important piece for all life, not just business and personal, all life, is we need to stop taking things personally. It's easier to take the high road when you realize it's not about you. I was watching a comedy movie recently, and there was a scene in there that just made me laugh so hard. And it was a scene where the 2 female characters were sitting chatting over a glass of wine, and one of them was telling her about her vacation to Paris. And she said, I went on vacation to Paris and I took lots of pictures. And the other said, oh yes, I saw them on Facebook. And the other character says, what do you mean you saw them on Facebook? You didn't click like to one of them. And I saw them. It doesn't mean I have to like. Yes, you do. And the one character got very upset because her friend didn't click like on the Facebook. Now talk about taking that personally. Like, that's insane, right? So we know that most people take things personally. And the reason we've gotten upset in the first place is because we personalized it. So if we really want to go through life with professionalism and class, we really need to realize that most things are not about you. They're about the other person. So make sure you're not taking things personally. There will be times when you take that high road that it will be very difficult for you to bite your tongue. Make sure you bite your tongue. Literally, if not figuratively. Don't say what's on the tip of your tongue. That certainly isn't classy to always come back with that smart retort that feels good in the moment but doesn't feel good after the fact. If you're taking the high road, take it in style and don't say anything that you're going to regret. The third tip is also when you're in those moments and you're trying to decide, which road am I going to take? Am I going to get down to this argument with you, or am I going to take that high road? Is to give yourself the 24-hour rule. I teach this in Dealing with Difficult People and Confrontation Skills on it's important, instead of reacting to a situation, you respond to a situation. And it takes about 24 hours for you to get to where you can respond and it's not emotionally. So you want to make sure that if you are going to say something, it is the right thing, you've carefully crafted it out, and you're not speaking in anger. Sometimes you'll get a customer that is just really difficult and really hard to deal with, and you want to let them know what you think about that. That's probably not the high road. That's not the road that you should be taking. So make sure you give yourself some time. I also want to caution you, in a professional environment, that your work friends and your personal friends don't need to be the same friends. It's hard to take that high road professionally when those professional friends are also your friends at home. So I do have some work friends that I consider very good friends, but what we do is we have complete rules. That when we are at work, we talk about work and we don't talk about our personal life. And when we're at home, we don't talk about our work life. So that I do have some friends that overlap. But when I have those friends that don't overlap, so when I'm talking with my work friends, I'm not going to let my personal stuff get in the way. I'm not going to vent over an argument that my husband and I had to my professional friends. That's not taking the high road. And I'm not going to do the same on my personal. I'm not going to complain with my personal friends about my professional roads. That's not taking the friendship high road. And you want to make sure that if you keep them separate, keep them separate. If you do choose to blend them, do it carefully and put some boundaries on what those friendships allow. And the final place about professionalism and class and the high road is to not burn your bridges. I cannot believe how many people I've spoken to that said, I did something I shouldn't have done. They didn't take the high road, they took the very low road and they burned that bridge. You may never have any intentions of working with that person again or at that company again, but life has a funny way of throwing you into that person again. So maybe you want to make sure you don't say something that you can never regret, you can never take back, that you do regret, that you never burn that bridge. Taking the high road and being graceful and professional and classy is not accidental. It's intentional. Intentionally think about what you're going to say. Intentionally think about when you're going to say it. Intentionally remove yourself from personal feelings of what's going on. Intentionally be careful about what you're doing and take that high road. I can pretty much guarantee you will never regret taking the high road, and you will regret taking the low road. So your challenge this week is to find a situation in the past where you did not take the high road and you do have some regrets, and ask yourself, if I had that situation to live over again, what would I do differently? How could I take the high road and now have peace with my actions? And in the future, what can I learn from that? Good luck and keep on the right track this week.